Hello, everybody. So today, what we're going to be looking at is some wrestling theme songs. I'm going to look at them and I'm going to say, which one do I prefer? It's going to be a bracket. So if I say between A and B, I prefer B. Between C and D, I prefer C. Then B and C will face off, and then that winner will face off against another winner, and eventually we get to the number one. Now, I don't know about a third of these songs, so I'm just going to skip them. Now, you might think, just listen to the song. It doesn't take that long. It's really hard to find all these songs. I could find some of them, but I I don't want to take that kind of time. Besides, I have a lot of recording to do tonight and work in general. So we're going to start off with one song I know and one song I don't. And I don't know this song, but I do know Burning My Light. So Burning My Light will automatically move on. Same with this one. I don't know Lita's song, but I know Ciampa's song. Ciampa moves on. Line in the Sand and Hellfire. Okay, I know both of these songs. Um, Obviously, Line in the Sand is more iconic. A lot of people hate on Hellfire. I think it's really good. It fits Sheamus's character, no doubt. And I couldn't really experience Evolution because I'm not 25, if that's old enough. So I'm gonna say Hellfire. I know that might be controversial, but it's a better song. So we got Alexa Bliss Spiteful. I don't know that song, so Mark Henry moves on. And we have Rest in Peace and the Iconics. I don't know the iconic song. Undertaker moves on. Fozzy, Judas. Okay, so Chris Jericho's one of his songs. And Deliverance. Okay, I don't know that song by Fozzy, so Deliverance moves on. Charlotte Flair and Nana. Don't know Nana. Charlotte Flair moves on. Shadows of the Sun. I have no idea who that is. Sami Zayn moves on. Okay, that's the end of the first part. Okay, we have Watch Me, Liv Morgan, and Tommaso Ciampa, Fight to Survive. I don't know Fight to Survive. Liv Morgan moves on. Okay, I know these two. So Catch Your Breath and New Foundation. New Foundation was also used by Bret Hart and sometimes the Hart Foundation. Finn Balor used this in NXT a little bit, and then when he got to the main roster and became the Demon. Both are really good songs. Finn's definitely fits his character more, no doubt. But I really like New Foundation. Maybe I'm being a bit of an iconic, not Kay or Royce, but I really like the song. It's catchy, and I enjoy the part at the beginning. So, New Foundation moves on. We have Kurt Angle, Metal. You suck! You suck! And not the current Rhea Ripley song. It's basically that song, but slightly higher pitched. Instead of, this is my brutality, it's, this is my brutality. That was really bad. I'm sorry. I prefer Metal. It's catchier. It's got the You Suck chant. Good. So we have Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield. Yeah. Versus the Rising Sun. Uh-huh. I think the Shield song is definitely more boring. It's not very interesting. It's just like a military-esque song. Shinsuke's, it's really fun. It's catchy. The whoa, whoa, it's fun to sing. So I'm gonna say the Rising Sun will move on. So we have I Came to Play versus Return the Hitman. I don't know that one. Okay, Matt Hardy and I don't know Matt Hardy's song. Austin moves on. Actually, no, that's not what it's called now. So I know Second Coming. I don't know this original song here. Gallantry versus I Am Perfection by Dolph Ziggler. Don't know I Am Perfection, so Drew McIntyre moves on. We are on to round 2. I know almost all of these songs, so this one is actually going to be me talking about them. Okay, so we have No One Will Survive and Burn in My Light. Hey, nothing you can say. It's pretty catchy. It's kind of a rock song. It's obviously, it's a Randy Orton song. It's got to be good. Burn in My Light, like an 8 out of 10. It's not, it's not Voices, but 8 out of 10. Then we have No One Will Survive, which is a little bit too much rock. There's not a lot of non-rock parts other than meep, 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 meep. And I also don't like it because it sounds like my alarm clock. So Burning My Light moves on. So we have Seamus Hellfire versus Somebody's Gonna Get their ass kicked. Somebody gonna get their lip flipped. It's a good song. These songs I can prefer intermittently. I can prefer either one depending on my mood. Like if I'm getting amped up to do something, somebody's gonna get it. Like if I'm amped up to go to one of my Taekwondo tournaments, somebody's gonna get it. But if I'm just like relaxing after a hard school day and I just want to chill and hang out, Hellfire easily is my favorite between the two. But as a pure song, somebody's gonna get it. We'll move on. Seamus' song doesn't have lyrics, so it's not as impactful. So, what you gonna do? Do I even have to talk about this one? Like, I'm not even gonna bother. All right, so we have Recognition, which is basically just any Charlotte Flair song, and Sami Zayn, Worlds Apart. Now, I might be a little bit biased because I hate Charlotte Flair. However, it's Worlds Apart, so you can't blame me for picking that. It's one of the most sing-along songs in the WWE currently, I would say. Like, everybody sings that song when it comes on now. This amazing song. On to the right side, we now have Liv Morgan versus... Yeah. I think Watch Me is a little repetitive, but New Foundation is really repetitive. I think Watch Me is like a song you would put on in the background. Like you're working away and you can, okay, whatever. Watch me, watch me. You're working away. But New Foundation is something you just gotta rock out to when you hear it. And that's what music should be. If you want stuff to listen to ambiently, podcasts, ASMR, like YouTube videos that you don't have to watch, like duh. Not saying it's bad, but it's not as good as. So we have Kurt Angle and versus. Wait, I can segue these. All right. That was pretty good. I'm too good. Anyways, so we got Kurt Angle and Metal. You suck. And The Rising Sun. Basically, I'm probably going to say Metal here, but the reasoning is basically the same as why I picked New Foundation. It's a song that you just have to rock out to when you hear it. You can't just like listen to that in the background. You got to go. And you got to add the "you suck," even if it's just in your head. You have to say it. Now, no doubt, The Rising Sun is amazing, and like if it's played in real life along with the song, amazing, beautiful song. I just prefer music that I can like rock out to music that I put on in the back. If I want that, I can just put on a podcast. So we have Dummiz versus. Can I break anything here? I don't really care about this. So we have The Miz versus. That was less impactful than I thought it would be. Let me try that again. The Miz versus. Bono, bon, 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 bon. Stone Cold. I think obviously I Came to Play is better lyrics wise. It actually has lyrics. So that's one thing. and I prefer words, but it's Stone Cold's song. And when you think of moments that have happened from that song, too many to count. And when you hear it, you're like, oh no, somebody badass is coming through. So I'm going to pick Stone Cold Steve Austin. So we have Drew McIntyre and Gallantry versus Seth Rollins and The Second Coming. The Second Coming is the. And Gallantry is Drew's current song. You know, I started watching wrestling in 2021, 2020. I went and rewatched some of the early 2020 stuff and 2019, but I didn't really get to experience Burn It, like the Second Coming as a song. I do love Drew McIntyre, and I love his song. It fits him very well. So I'm going to pick Gallantry to move on. I'm perfectly fine with you picking the Second Coming, but that's my pick. So you have, hey, nothing you can say versus somebody gonna get ass kicked. Mm-hmm. Again, I personally, when I think of songs that I like listening to, it's songs that I can like truly rock out to. And like, Mark Henry's song I can go, but hey, nothing you can say. Sorry, again, for the 7th gazillionth time. But Burn My Lights Moving On. I really like this song. It's not necessarily an Orton song, but it's a good song. So we have The Undertaker. Versus Sami Zayn. Oh boy, this is a close one. Now, I might break my rule here. I obviously, if we're going by my rule, Worlds Apart easily wins. But like, when I hear "Rest in Peace," I can't help but like do the pose and walk out like this. And I will rock out if I hear Worlds Apart, but I will go full on Undertaker if I hear Rest in Peace. And it's a better song for that reason. So Undertaker is moving on to the final 4. So we have Natalia okay, versus You Suck, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle does not suck, but you get my point. So, I think if we look at them, New Foundation is a little more iconic, but as a song you can just rock out to. I think New Foundation is good and is a better rocking out song, but it's a little too repetitive with the way the song goes. With Angle's song, it like is seamless and you think, "Oh, this is just the same thing," but you don't mind. And I think that's better to rock out with. So I'm going to say Metal. We'll move on to the final 4. And then in the final Elite 8 mashup. This would be an interesting mashup. No, that's Sheamus. It was Stone Cold versus Drew McIntyre. Man. I would say Drew's is in the same sense as Mark Henry's was. It's like I'm getting hyped up for something. I'm listening to Gallantry. But normally I would prefer listening to I Won't Do What They Tell Me. Stone Cold. We'll move on. So we have the final 4. We have Hey, Nothing You Can Say. Randy Orton. We have Boom. Undertaker. We have Metal. And we have sorry. we have that was even less impactful. Like, no, I won't shatter, so it's not cool. I don't have any good glass shattering noises. So, bono, bono, no, no. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So the first matchup is, hey! I already did it like a few seconds ago, so I probably shouldn't do it again. So I'm not going to do it until we get to the final two, if that moves on. So we have Burning My Light versus Rest in Peace. Oh boy, I think I'm going to bring back my rule because, yes, I love The Undertaker's song. It's iconic as hell. That's kind of where he's from. But I said I prefer songs I can truly rock out to. And I can rock out to Burning My Light. So, bit of an upset, but Burning My Light is number 2. Number 1, really, but is in the final 2. In the finals against Metal or I won't do what they tell me, because that's obscenely longer than Metal. Let us see. Metal or Austin? I would say as a pure rock song, I won't do what they tell me is bad. Now, for this last part, it's the final matchup. I'm going to listen to both of these songs, and I will see which do I prefer. Burn in My Light. All right, now, obviously, I will have to mute this part, so you get to enjoy me dancing for the next few seconds, because this will be sped up. It's sorry. That was a lot of running. However, I will say, personally, between those two and how I just rocked out, my favorite between these two is Burning My Light is my favorite wrestling theme song out of this list. Good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good dawn, good dusk, good midday, good Rusev Day,